enterprise digital experience. Let me do a short demo here as well, and I'll show you this example. So what we were doing is we were testing an on-prem application from an office. And essentially what we were doing is very high level. We were actually testing just the page load. And you can see the page we were testing usually loads up in a very short amount of time. I can go into some details, see exactly what was being loaded. I can even check the waterfall, exactly which elements on the website were loaded. And then at some point you can see that the page load went up from 600 milliseconds to 7 seconds. What is the cause? Well, I'll do something similar as before. I will go to the network, and what I'll notice is that the packet loss actually went up to 6–8%. Not too bad, but then if I just check the latency, I noticed that the latency between our office and our data center went up from 18 milliseconds to 216 milliseconds. If I go down to path visualization, this is the SD-WAN router at the office side. This is the SD-WAN router on the DC side, and you can very quickly see there is a large latency increase between the two. Done. It's the SD-WAN. Well, how does that help us? Well, that's why ThousandEyes, in this case, we also did the underlay test. What does that mean? You can see the results here are actually exactly the same. Latency increased, but if I go down to the path visualization, we have now a very different picture. Because this is SD-WAN running across the internet, you can now see the underlay internet infrastructure. This is the office router, and this is the data center router. And you can actually see that the latency increase is on the data center side, and it is happening between the Comcast router and our SD-WAN router. Now we can actually resolve the issue. We can call Comcast and say, on this link between our data center and you guys, we have a significant latency increase. What can we do about that?